Why is your pool liner wrinkling? There's really only two reasons that come to mind when your pool liner wrinkles, and one of them is you have a leak or water underneath of the liner, and the other is that you're having a chemical reaction that's causing the liner to wrinkle. So normally you can tell this by the number of wrinkles. If you have a couple of wrinkles, like 1 or 2 or 3 or 4, and each one of them individually is a foot or 2 or 3 feet long, that tells me that you have water underneath of the liner. If you end up with water underneath the liner and over top of the liner itself becomes neutrally buoyant in the water, such that it will kind of float up off the ground. And then if that water level below there recedes, well then the liner will sink back down into place. However, sometimes in doing so, when it floats up, it will fold over itself. And when that recedes, there will be a wrinkle in that location. And once that happens, and once all the water is removed out from underneath the liner, good luck moving that wrinkle, because there's thousands of pounds of water sitting on top of it, so it's going to be stuck exactly like that. So if your pool liner is wrinkling and it's 1 or 2 wrinkles, then I say that that's probably from groundwater around the pool or from your pool water leaking and getting underneath of the liner. And the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to start the leak detection process to verify whether your pool is losing water or not. However, what if you have a different situation? What if you don't have 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 wrinkles? What if it's more like 1 or 2 or 3 or 400 wrinkles? This is actually a pretty common situation to encounter with vinyl liner swimming pools, and there's 2 things that can cause this chemical reaction that causes this. One is that you have a chlorine level that is far too high for the swimming pool. Typically speaking, I'd say around 10 to 15, perhaps even 20 parts per million of free chlorine is pretty much the maximum you would ever see in a vinyl liner swimming pool. And even at 20, I wouldn't expect to see it like that very long before I would expect to see problems developing with the liner. So maybe on a safer side, 10 parts per million is the maximum that you would expect to see in a vinyl liner pool. Well, what if there was a mistake? Maybe there was a miscalculation, or what if you had an automatic chlorine feeder that malfunctioned and just filled your pool full of chlorine to a totally unacceptable level? What could happen? It could change the chemical structure of the vinyl itself such that the vinyl absorbs water and increases physically in size. Since the vinyl can't physically increase in size because it's already occupying the maximum surface area of your pool, when it does increase in size, wrinkles form everywhere. And it's not just high chlorine levels that can cause this. Maybe even more commonly would be very acidic water environments. If you were to ever make a mistake with the balancing of the pH in your water, and you manage to drop the pH really, really low or have very acidic water, this can also have the same reaction where a chemical change happens to the vinyl absorbs water and increases in physical size, and as a result, wrinkles form everywhere throughout the floor and walls of the pool. And that's the hallmark of a chemical reaction that's caused wrinkles in the pool versus 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 large wrinkles, which would normally be the result of water getting underneath of the liner. If you found this information helpful, be sure to like this video and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And you can check out my website, swimmingpoolsteve.com.